What's up guys? Welcome back to Andy&Han. For today, we are going to do a different video than we've done in the past. We are going to get real with you guys and be honest about what's been going on in our lives, because I think that on social media, I portray a very positive image of myself that I think that everyone does on social media, and it gets hard because that's not always real, and like that's not always what's happening in my life. Like I could be struggling with like a million things, but like my life could seem like it's perfect or it's whatever. I think encouraging others and building up positivity is so important over social media, especially because I think a lot of people go to social media for affirmation, and I think that like building each other up is healthy, but at the same time, like I think it's important for us to be real with you guys and like tell you guys like, hey, we struggle with things just like everyone else does. And we're going to share with you some of the struggles we've been going through lately. Hopefully it can relate to you guys, and you guys can be like, oh yeah, amen, I'm struggling with that too. And we can hopefully, you know, like go through those things together.
We want to have this channel be a real, like, if anything, this video is like for us. Would you agree?
Yeah.
It's like, and it's like we're trying to be realistic and we're trying to be honest with you guys. So yeah, that's why we're making this. We want to like show that we do have struggles and receive comments from y'all that maybe you have advice, maybe, I don't know.
Or maybe you're going through the same thing,
yeah,
and you're like, oh, I feel that. Like, I agree.
Because like,
one thing that I really struggle with is school lately. It's my second semester of my junior year. Classes are harder than ever. I'm not good at math, yet I have to take accounting for my business minor, and that's really hard. And I have a tutor, and I spend 2 to 6 hours a week with my tutor just to get my homework done. And it's very hard to understand, and I get frustrated. And I have just the rest of my business minor classes, as well as my upper level communication classes that are just getting like harder and harder, and more work and more work. And it's been very stressful lately because I'm trying to maintain a high GPA to get into the master's program that I'm trying to get into. So it's a lot of work. I put forth so much time and effort into school, which I think is good because like that's what we're here for. We're here for school right now. But it's also kind of discouraging when I'm just like studying my butt off and trying hard and not doing as well as I'd like to. But it's been a lot lately, and it's been very stressful, and I'm working on managing my time better to try to fix it. Okay. Architecture is a rough degree for A&M. It's a challenging degree. It's constant projects. It's constant work. They have couches so you can sleep on them there. I mean, it's like
we bring our Enos and we hang them up.
It's work. I don't know how he does it, but it's stressful and it's hard. And he's definitely not overcome it. But he's working towards...
No, by no means do I have the answer.
Like, persisting through it.
Now I'm overcoming all this stress from school, from projects, from staying up all night, sleeping in your studio, waking up just in time so you can leave the parking lot so your car doesn't get towed, because at 5 a.m. you have to leave the parking lot because then they'll start towing you. It's just very, like, I don't know. So, how I overcome all that is like thinking about like the end goal. I'm like learning and I'm absorbing all this information. I'm, you know, setting myself up this foundation so when I do get my master's and when I do graduate, I come out with a solid foundation to like support myself and support her. Don't get discouraged.
Yeah, it's easy to get discouraged, and it's easy to say, oh, I don't want to study for this, or I don't want to do this. But like, hey, when you graduate with a degree and like you've worked your butt off in college, like that's gonna pay off, and like it is what you make of it. So just to have a good attitude and keep pushing through it, even though it's hard. We're lucky to even have the opportunity to go to college. We're lucky to even have the opportunity to do what we want.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. Even though I hear from y'all.
We're lucky to have that opportunity, so we need to just have a good attitude about it. Something else that we struggle with is faith in college. I think it's really, really hard to keep a good, strong Christian faith in college because it's a constant uphill battle to choose to live in the Lord's joy and mercy and peace and love and grace every single day, every single morning, making that conscious decision. It talks about in the Bible, like, we are called to struggle, and like it's gonna be hard, and choosing the right thing to do is never easy. Being honest and being open and genuine and loving and pouring into people isn't easy. And it's something that is hard to balance when you are here for college and to learn and to grow in like the world standards of business and school, but then also to be like, okay, well, what's really important? And it's like pouring into people and like also trying to have a good influence that way. It's hard to balance, but it's something like how I'm overcoming all of that balance is just spending time with the Lord when I don't feel like it, or when I don't want to sometimes, but knowing that like He is my Heavenly Father and He knows what's best for me, and I can't do things on my own, because if I try to do things on my own, I'm going to fail. And I struggle with anxiety, and my anxiety is very bad when I'm not giving my life to the Lord and when I'm not giving my burdens to Him. And He died on the freaking cross for me. Like, He deserves every one of my burdens and deserves all of my praise and my whole life. So trying to emulate Him in any way that I can is hard, and I fail all the time at it, but it's the constant persistence, just like we said with school, of like keep going, keep pushing, having a good attitude about it, and living in His love every single day is something to choose to do.
So my faith in college has lacked because I have put my school in front of my faith. I'm in Young Life, I go to church, I have that community, but like something that is missing is like that personal relationship with Jesus, with sitting down, reading the Bible, learning about Him. It's there sometimes it's not there, and it's like like realizing like that He died like on a freaking cross, like, and suffered like when He didn't have to. He didn't have to at all. Like, we are not deserving of that. But yeah, just like constantly trying to like remind yourself that like He died for you,
so you live for Him.
Yeah. The least you can do is give the man 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the morning. I struggle with that because it's like it's like pathetic. Like, I value my sleep more than just like waking up 10 minutes early. Like, I see like that 10-minute sleep like so crucial, which it's not.
Another thing that we have been struggling with is time management when it comes to like working and everything else. So I am like doing this, we run a YouTube channel, I'm working 2 jobs because I'm working for an advertising agency in Dallas and for my dad, and working out, like being healthy, cooking food, and maintaining a high GPA and all that, like all of that, and trying to like please the Lord in everything that I do, and like do Bible study and like spend time with Him. Like, I'm in a Bible study at a church also with like everything. It's just like a lot. Like, as I'm talking, I can barely even get it out because it's so much. But for me, it's like there's a lot of pressure, and lately I've just been putting a lot of pressure on myself. Like, how can I be the best? How can I do the best? How can I put my best foot forward? How can I do my best work? And I think that is important to try to do your best, because that's what the Lord like calls us to do, is like to do our best in everything that we are doing, but also to know that like I'm not measured by how the world wants to measure me. Like, my success, my worldly success, is not gonna matter at all when I go to heaven. Like, He's not gonna be like, oh, like, how'd you design this logo and how'd you do this and blah blah blah. Like, I'm not going to be measured by that. Like, I'm measured by like the people's lives I've impacted and like how I've loved and served and lived for the Lord, and like that's what really matters. But also, like, we're in the world. Like, we're not in heaven right now. Like, we're in the world. So I need to be in the world, but not of the world. And so, like, time management, like, plays into that, because it's like, okay, how can I manage doing all these things while still giving my burdens to the Lord daily, and, like, having, and, like, resting in that and having Him be there for me.
Because, like, it's in our nature to, like, try to, like, take care of everything on our own.
Be super controlling and, like, do all these things on our own. And it's hard for me to give that to Him, but I think, again, it's like choosing every day, planning my day out in my planner and saying, okay, I'm gonna get this stuff done today, I'm going to be happy about it even if I'm not, and I'm going to like show others Christ's love and like have a good attitude about it, because like, hey, we're only here for maybe 100 years in this world, so like, why not, like,
dude, 100
maybe
years?
100, maybe 100 years, that's max.
Dude,
but we're only here for
it.
this amount, and so it's like we have this impact that we can have on people. And so like, yes, I'm busy and stressed out, but like, why not like have a good attitude and like love people while doing it? So we hope that you guys can relate to some of the things that we're talking about, because we just want to be honest about what's going on right now. It's hard, and I think that I've seen a constant theme in this video of like how we're dealing with every single like issue and struggle that we're going through right now is like just constantly being persistent, not giving up, and having a good attitude when we don't want to, and just keep continuously fighting through everything. And I think that is our answer right now of to how like we're dealing with things, and we'd love to hear from you guys if you're struggling through similar things and you're like, oh, I can relate to that, like it's hard, like thank you for being honest, like it's not easy all the time, like it's hard. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed us kind of just being honest with you guys. Venting. Let us know what you think.
if any of y'all watching can relate to anything that we said, any pointers, anything, comment, like this video, subscribe. We may have these moments where we talk more. I don't know.
Yeah, let us know. We want to know your feedback. If you're feeling like, oh, thank you for being honest with us, like let us know. We'll do this a little bit more often. But we just had to sit down and just be real with you guys, because things can seem all happy-go-lucky and like life is perfect, but like it's not. Like everyone struggles.
It's tough.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.
We love you. I love you.